worried about right now.
It sits in the White House.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. We'll be back. What's up? In the house. In the house. What's up, people? How y'all doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. Look at you. You all in the house and chilling and put on a shirt. Think this is. All right, guys. Welcome back to the show, man. It's so good to be here. A day before the election, ladies and gentlemen. 1 day before the election. It's almost over. You're right around the corner, man. I can smell it. I can smell it coming around the corner. Like a kid in the back seat, man, seeing that Mecca D sign. McDonald's. General election. Over. All right. I want to say what's up to my people on Facebook, Twitter, and of course YouTube for doing what you do. Give it up for my my moderator, Buck Bewley, y'all. Give it up for Buck. you crazy kids. So Buck is doing his thing, man. I know it's gonna be crazy tonight. Yeah. If you're watching this on Twitter or on Facebook, I'm gonna ask you to come on over to YouTube and hit the like button. It's not like you physically gotta go anywhere. Just tap on your YouTube app, find the Tim Black Show, and hit the like button because it lets the algorithm know that this show is worthy of being like promoted. It's really important that we get the likes up. That's all I'm asking. Hit a little button on your smartphone, man. I'm not asking you to move my furniture. I'm not asking you to move furniture, walk my doggy. You know, I'm just asking you to hit like. Tim Black's Wolfpack, can you hit like for me on this thing, man? Can we get going? Can we get it out to a good start? Come on. All right, I hope you're loud and clear tonight. I think we are, but you never know. So Tim Black's Wolfpack, we've been a long way, and we're almost at the end of this election season. We did it. We did it. I want to say what's up to my people on patreon.com. Tim's Take Live, patreon.com, Tim's Take Live. The people that make the show possible. These are the people that put the lights on in this joint. So give it up for those people. I see a couple of those people's in the audience right now, like Tobias and Michelle Bell in the house. Thank you for being here, guys. Kathy Kaba. Revelator, what's up, Revelator? It's time for the Revelator. 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 All right, guys, check this out. Man, I've been to Baltimore so often. Back when I was coming up, we used to go to Baltimore, man. That's the house music capital of the country. I think it is. Back then it was. They used to play that joint. You could talk smack about it till you got on the dance floor, man, and you had a good time. All right, guys, look, man, this is amazing. I got the Tim Black Wolfpack in the house. They doing what they do. Thank you, guys, once again. Man, I'm just trying to scroll real quick, get some people. NP Candy, what's up, NP Candy? I'm looking for greens, the mean greens. Who's eating their greens? Yvonne HW, thank you for supporting the show. Look, guys, Kelly in. What's up, Kelly? If you want to be a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack, all you got to do is join here like James Sumler on YouTube or join us on Patreon. And, of course, it'd be much, much appreciated. You're keeping this independent media source around. I do a public good. I tell the truth. I speak bold. You ain't going to get that on MSNBC. All right? I think we're ready. I think we're good. I think Ryan Prentice, what's up, Ryan Prentice? What's up, man? Black Mamba, what's up? Ryan Prentice is in the house, man. Good to see you. Wraith. Tony B, what's up? Sharon Brown, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Jeanette Eastman, the Bill Brummers in the house. Elizabeth, what's going on? Elizabeth Looney. Calvin, what's up? Tania, what's up? Okay. And I'll try to come back again, Mad Drew. I'll try to come back again and get some more people. I want to start the show off tonight by paying respects to a legendary music producer, an icon in the music industry, none other than the great, the mighty Quincy Jones. It's almost, am I crazy? But did I think, I thought Quincy Jones was going to live forever. Now, I know that's not realistic, but I'm just saying he's a fixture. Quincy Jones is like, not him. Timmy was 91. And he could have easily did 101. He could have easily lived to be 101. I mean, come on, this is Quincy Jones. He did Thriller. The man worked with Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra and Michael Jackson. I mean, come on, Johnson. I mean, come on. I mean, what are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying? I remember he did Back on the Block. I forget who that was with. I know it was like a rapper or something. So Quincy just did whatever. I'm gonna do everything. Yeah, man, 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 it was great, man. We're just doing everything, man. Man, wow. Quincy Jones, 91 years old, man. I don't know the nature of the cause of death, but I can say this. Quincy Jones will always be remembered. He is one of those figures that I think he's eternal. His name will ring on, as well as the art and the majesty that he brought to the music industry. Quincy Jones forevermore will be known as an icon. And the music industry has lost a great. And but history will retain his name. Give it up for the great Quincy Jones, y'all. Give it up for him, y'all, one more time. What a brother, what a brother, what a brother. Got my tea in my honey tea in the house. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my man, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is the type of brother I'm talking about. Donald, what's up, Donald? How you doing, brother? Donald's like, man, yesterday, Donald made a comment. I forget what it was, Donald. My man Donald just joined the YouTube channel. Look, he just became a member of the 10 Black Wolfpack. Give it up for Donald, y'all. Crazy sometimes. Look, the reason why this is so consequential, not just because he's joining, but yesterday, I had him on the screen for like an hour. Hey, Don, look, I ain't even put you out there like that. I forget what you said, but thank you, Don. Then Don comes back today and he becomes a member, man. See, my brothers, man, like some brothers look out for brothers. You know what I'm saying? Some people be looking out for you. Some good people out here, man. Yeah, man, I want to try and get you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Everybody not cool like that, Don. Some people, you do something nice, they benefit from you and they keep it moving. That Donald's cool. So look, guys, this is it, man. We're down to the day before the election. We're at the precipice of the end of this thing. And I know some of you are happy. Katie, I seen somebody, I think it was Katie Kabaya. See, that said it on every comment and every video. I can't wait till it's over. Okay. I feel you talking, man. I don't think people understand. I understand the sentiment. Maybe it's just because all these damn ads. Yeah, these ads got to go. I understand what you're talking about. I get that. I'm tired of it too. But how can I say this? The real fight starts after the election, because then you got to fight to give a damn after that, because that's when they start doing all types of stuff and we need to know about it. You know what I'm saying? That's when they're going to start. Like, somebody going to be signing a bunch of executive orders. Executive order. Like they got ADD or something. So you got to keep up with that and know what that is. Hate to turn around and they sign an executive order that brings back slavery. Uh-oh. Hate for that to happen if you not know about it, because, you want to tune this stuff out. Where did Bob go? They rounded him up. He's working at Nancy Pelosi's house now. Oh, what? Run. See, you would have known about it. You would have known to run. Oh, they done got Caddy. Took her away. You listen now. You be polite now. See, she was actually, She'd have listened, she'd have ran. That's not funny, Tim. Okay, it's white people slavery this time. Yeah. Yeah. This time white people gonna be in chains. Oh my goodness. Kamala gonna put white people in chains. You know, white people be thinking that too. White people think that if they elect somebody with any brown in their skin at all, you know, that's why they elect these half browns, these half blacks, a quarter black, or Kamala like a 2% black, maybe a one drop. I don't even know. I don't even know what to think. I tend to believe she has no black in her at all, just a dark-skinned Indian person. But fair-skinned Indian person. Some dark-skinned Indian people that don't look that are dark-skinned, but they aren't black. Listen, man, I don't even want to go down this road again. All I'm saying is, it's the reason why Kamala's always saying stuff like, I'm gonna be a president for everyone. Because there's white people over there like, I had a dream last night that Kamala got elected and she did a reverse. That's right, she made all the white people slaves. But what about the cops? The cops let that happen? Yeah, because they all became overseers. Don't vote for her. So Kamala gotta come out. Barack had to do the same thing. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna be a president for everybody. Everybody. Especially the white people. Calm down, blacks. I'm not here for you. Here for the whites. That's the same thing Kamala's doing too. I'm going to be a president for everybody, except you black people. I'm not going to do anything special for you. But D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, call me if you need me, and I will be sure not to answer. Oh, God, let's get serious, guys. Let's get serious. This is how politicians talk with their hands when they don't plan to do shit for you. Listen, first of all, you've got to understand. First of all, this is what I do when I'm lying to you. Who's going to win this election? That's all people want to know. Tim Black, who's going to win? But at the end of this broadcast, I will tell you who's going to win. I'm going to tell you who's not going to lose.
So I just went and voted right around the corner from my house here in California. And I pull up, I take my little hat off, but I don't take my garbage bag off. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I am in the most liberalist state, probably out the whole damn union, okay? California is pretty blue here, okay? Why everybody showing up in their trash bags? The lady was like, I guess you're not going to tell me why you have a trash bag on either, huh? And I looked at her, and I looked at everybody, and everybody looked at me like, you better not say nothing. I ain't saying nothing. You going to have to Google it, lady. Why we all wearing trash bags. This is why we wearing trash bags. Okay.
Okay.
So I just went and voted.
Sounds like in California.
Right around the corner from my house here in California.
California got a case of the...
and
California has a case of the Trumps. Not the mumps, the Trumps. Because you know when you go to polling places, you can't be wearing like no campaign like stuff. You can't do that because they say that's intimidating people at the polls. I mean, it's one thing to be an elderly black woman to do it, like this lady here. Another thing to be, 6'8" redneck carrying a gun. Can you carry guns into the polling place? I don't know. But I'm just saying, people try to intimidate people. You know what I'm saying? So they try to, they got these laws that say you can't intimidate people, so you can't wear that. So when they were wearing the trash bags, that is a signal that Trumper. That's what that means. And I wonder what you would have to do to signal that you are, that you're a Kamala Harris supporter or something, that you voted for her, Tim Walz. You need like a tampon on your head or something, a tampon, or wear a tampon, or I don't know. I don't know how you do that. It's got to be a way to do it. Got to be a way to do it. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think it's getting really tough out there for certain people. And I try to tell people, man, either way, we're still screwed. Yeah, I got people that are delusional that think that this election will solve all problems. No, it solves the problem of who's the president, but it don't solve the problem of all the other stuff we got going on. In fact, it's the worst job in the world, if you ask me, because you got nothing but a bunch of problems. You come in the door with a bunch of problems stacked on your desk. And if you have any type of ethics, if you want to do anywhere near a good job, you already know going in, yeah, but so much you're going to be able to do about any of this. So you're going to pick one thing or maybe two things you're going to try to get done. But that's the thing, man. We got a lot of people, man, that put a lot of faith into our system. I'm not one of those people, man, because I live in a place called reality. And I know the cash rules everything around me. And I know the lure of power is what carries the day in most cases, man. And that's just how it is in America. That's how we get down, baby. But yeah, man, so some traditional places, it looks like they are going Trump, that are traditionally blue, I should say. Now, I haven't heard many places that were traditionally red that are going blue, but I see some blue places going red. That's it. Some blue places going red. But it's early. I don't know. They say the early voting is down, which favors the Republicans. You got to verify your source, because it's a lot of mind games being played right now about who's up, who's down. So I don't know. I put out a poll today. I said, guys, are you voting out? And I gave people options. Gave options. I was like, look, who you voting for? Got a picture of Kamala. Excuse me, I said Kamala. Of course, I said Trump. Then I had the option of independents. That could have been Dr. Cornel West, Dr. Jill Stein, or Claudia De La Cruz. I also had listed the couch. Yeah. The couch was listed as well. So, right now, last time I checked, the couch was beating Kamala. Yeah, the couch was beating Kamala. And the couch was only at like 16. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Someone said audience capture. Like, I guess they're trying to imply that the reason why I do the content that I do is because my audience wants that content. No, Goofy. The audience that I attract is here because of the content that I do. It's the other way. Unlike you, or unlike the lames that you support, I don't like the Democratic Party. Haven't for years. Ever since I got any type of comprehensive understanding of the parties, I started hating them right at like 2009 or 10. It's like, oh, this is all garbage. This is all a lie. All of it. Yeah, that's when I started waking up, realizing just how bad it was. And look, I was just raised in a family that wasn't very political. I don't think my mother ever voted. Or my stepdad. I don't think he voted either. They were apolitical. Their politics was money. Make money, pay bills, live life, be a good person, that type of thing. That's what they were on. They never trusted politicians. So no, man, I'm not captured by my audience. I try to capture my audience that I want by doing the content consistently that I want to do, and that has created a certain type of audience, an audience that dislikes the Democratic Party. And that's going to be a lot of people, different types of people. It's going to be some Trumpers in there, but it's also going to be some people that just dislike the Democratic Party. Like, it's You know, it's a free country. It's a free channel. Anybody can come here. But the only prerequisite is, you know, the Democrats are not who I'm looking for. So anyway, guys, so now we got this. We got the California thing. I saw this clip. It was Joe Scarborough. And if the Democrats are doing so good, they probably wouldn't want to put out stuff like this. Because this guy sounds super butthurt.
I'll ask the question that I think is a fair question to ask. Who raised these people?
Yeah.
Because they were not raised by anybody in my neighborhoods that I...
Why'd you steal that from T.K. Kirkland, man? Joe Scarborough, you punk ass, why you taking sayings from T.K. Kirkland, man? You know you took that from him, man. Just like a sellout corny corporate shield to steal from a black comedian, man. That's T.K. Kirkland all day. That's who that is. You just said it wrong. It's who raised these? Who raised you? He got no soul at all. Who raised you? Who raised you? I want to know who raised you. Okay, Joe, we'll play this game. All right, Sparkles, tell us a little bit about how you were raised there, JoJo, since you want to play like you're every guy, every man, you know, in America kind of guy. You know, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Anybody in my neighborhoods that I grew up, any middle-class neighborhoods that I grew up in, these people were not there.
Who are these people that you're talking about? Oh, the poors. Yeah, that must be who he's talking about. Yeah, that's probably who he's talking about. If you notice, the entire rest of the table was looking at him like, uh-oh, this is how white guys lose their jobs. We start going back in time because Joe Scarborough's like 60-something. Like 60. He was born in 1963, right? So in 69, he moved to Mississippi. Okay. Yeah, he moved to Mississippi. Guess he was from someplace in the Midwest. Moved to Mississippi at 10 years old. He moved to Elmira, New York. Now, Elmira, New York is pretty segregated at the time. It's kind of pretty segregated. So I guess when you say, you know, the people that were around him, who were these people? Maybe you were right. Bunch of, you know, upper middle class whites. You say middle class, I say upper middle class. You know. But okay. Then he said he moved. Then according to my research, he then moved to Florida and went to a Catholic school, Pensacola Catholic High School. And this was in the 70s, late 70s. He went to this high school in the late 70s, maybe like 80 or something, because he was born in 63. So, yeah, probably graduated around 79 or 80. Here's the thing, man. See, right after segregation, right after the civil rights movement, a lot of white people after desegregation, a lot of the whites went to Catholic schools to get away from the blacks. Yeah. And that's when you went to school. That's why when you were running your mouth over there, I was thinking like, I wonder. Because I know Scarborough lived on Earth. Yeah, I think he lived on Earth. And if he lived on Earth at the time I'm thinking he lived on Earth here in America, he probably lived in a very segregated area. And I don't know why he would want to try to prove a point by taking this all the way back to that time and really, truly realizing that we ain't got no damn reason watching Joe Scarborough at all. Yeah, like if you black and you watching Joe Scarborough, you're a moron. Yeah, I got no reason at all to watch Joe Scarborough, man. We have nothing in common. You're a political hack. You're also a punk ass who was Republican, then went Democrat because it was easier on the business. This guy used to kiss Trump's ass, him and Amika. They were big time Trump supporters. Till he won. Then the handwriting was on the wall that you can't go to the fancy parties if you rock with Trump. See, a lot of them didn't know that going in. They thought, oh, it's going to be like any other election. We could just pick a guy. Then later, as Hillary started losing, the word went out, anybody that supports Trump has no career. Now, some people who didn't have a career was like, so what? But those that wanted a career had to jump ship. And that's still going on today. So Scarborough is talking as if people don't have the internet. But Joe, we're using the internet to talk to you right now. The only way I'm able to see you, Joe, is the internet. So it's easy to look up and see that you are not a, I don't know what demographic you think you are, but to say you don't know what these people grew up in, it just sounds elitist as hell. You didn't exactly grow up in the projects. Yeah, Scarborough wasn't in the PJs. Or in some, poor ass little town. Catholic schools cost money. Hell, man. When I was a kid, we could barely come up with money for the book fair. Be like, Mama, it's going to be a book fair at school, Mama. You got any money? She said, I got books at home you can read. Mama, I'm tired of reading the Bible. So all you got is the Bible in my book of Bible stories. I hate that big gold book. You better read this book. Anyway, Joe Scarborough's complaining about the poors and about he's complaining about Trump supporters because he doesn't understand how anybody could choose a party besides the Democrats.
They were not raised. I mean, they weren't in the classes I went to growing up in elementary or middle or high school or college. They just weren't there. That wasn't the America I grew up in, where people would laugh at the idea of people of the press getting shot.
Dude, what kind of kids did you grow up with? We would laugh at all types of inappropriate shit when we were kids. Joe went to school with a bunch of sedity ass, pole up the butt, anal retentive nerds. Even nerds make off-color jokes. Yeah, Joe's full of it, man. That's why the entire table, look at the table. Look at everybody at the table. Look at it. We're like, why is he talking right now? I want to back him up, but what he's saying is so stupid. I'm not getting in this. Look at Al. I look like they did bring slavery back. Al Al look afraid for his life. Are you in this one on your own this time, Joe? You're out there on your own, Joe, because I'm not getting involved with this.
That wasn't the America I grew up in, where people would laugh at the idea of people of the press getting shot. Like, everybody would sit around and like, what? What's he talking about? Or again,
laughing at the Puerto Rican
other
joke.
things, laughing at the Puerto Rican joke.
My God.
Well, yeah, let's find something else to say that might, come on, let's go down of everything that we could possibly say. How dare people laugh at jokes? Joe Scarborough, he's bragging about growing up around people that had no sense of humor. Come on, guys. Once upon a time, all we heard was racist humor. Joe's a lying scumbag. You understand what I'm saying? He is a lying scumbag. That's what I'm saying, man. You cannot trust these commentators, man. They lie all day, 6-7 days a week, twice on Sundays. I'm trying to tell you, man. Look, once upon a time, guys, if you knew of your generation Y or whatever it is, let me bring you up to speed here. Once upon a time in America, you could say whatever you wanted to say. Yeah, we used to call people the F word. And I ain't talking about fun. And not only that, people used to say the N-word all the time on TV. Yeah, man, once upon a time, jokes about all type of ethnicities were in play. Yeah, Joe's lying. I'm younger than Joe, and I remember it. So you know it was really bad when Joe was around, or it was really good depending on how your sense of humor works. Yeah, man, once upon a time, man, everything was allowed. Words were just considered words, not political statements, not violence. They were just considered words. So that's how you know Joe Scarborough is full of shit. That's right, I'm going to say it. I'm risking everything just by saying it. Yeah, nowadays you can't say anything. But once upon a time, and this is a time when Scarborough was in high school, everything was on the board. You could say whatever you wanted to say. You did not get censored for that shit, man. There was subject matter that was out there being discussed. We had exploitation films. In fact, there was a whole genre of movies and films for black people that had black people in them, that had stories of us being drug dealers, prostitutes, fight the power, rebels, all types of stuff. And they were called blaxploitation films. And they exploited black people. So this was in the 70s and the 80s, right around the time Joe's talking about. Okay? So that's how much he's full of garbage. And he's trying to make a point about Trump supporters, but this ain't got nothing to do with Trump supporters. Man, Trump is nothing compared to like the types of politicians that say what they wanted back then. I mean, guys, I don't even want to get this channel knocked down, man, but I'm just saying, man, anybody with any even the smallest amount of history, takes a little bit of time, does research, will see a lot of things that were said by people like Nixon, Lyndon B. Johnson, Storm, whatever his name, Strom Thurmond, all these types, man, all the type of language. And this is Congress and presidents. Joe's talking like when he was a kid, kids he were around were better behaved than presidents and congressmen. And that's how you know you can't trust them, man, because they'll make up anything to try to make a point that otherizes anybody who has a different point of view than them. Even though it's sort of like Kamala Harris saying, when I was in college, I listened to Tupac and Biggie. Like they weren't even making music yet. But see, they lie so often. They lie so often that they don't know that their words betray them. Yeah. And they're used to talking to an audience who won't follow up and check and see if Joe's lying. They just go with it. Yeah, once upon a time. Yeah, once upon a time. Nah, man, America's way more tame than it used to be. Like, I don't even know what he's talking about. He's talking about language. He's talking about people's attitudes towards. I mean, there would be somebody, you couldn't even, once upon a time, if you was a newscaster, you better not be walking up to people with a mic, asking them questions on the streets. They would let your ass have it. They would tell you exactly how they feel about stuff. Have you seen news clips? News clips from the 70s and the 80s? Particularly the 70s? You're asking them what they think about race or what they think about politics. The people will let you have it. Anyway, this is why I'm trying to say I believe the Democratic Party knows they're in trouble. Yeah, they know that Kamala Harris is in trouble. And I don't feel bad for him at all, Johnson. Look, if you think the Democrats are not worried, you got another thing coming. This is an uphill battle for her. It's been an uphill battle from day one. If anybody who's watching this doesn't think it's an uphill battle and this is Trump's race to win, you've been watching too much mainstream media. You started drinking the Kool-Aid. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button for this content. We about to get off in them and show the truth. We about to show some receipts. We about to prove some stuff here. Because the lies got to stop. We got to stop them from lying. We just got to. This show is brought to you by people like you who see through nonsense. That's who the show is for, man. It's not for the people blinded that watch CNN and wake up early in the morning to watch Joe Scarborough and walk around believing Mika. No. This show is for people that are glad Andrea Mitchell is retiring. This show is for people that don't even know who Andrea Mitchell is. I got to know because it's my job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You want to go pick up my ebook while it's still, I don't know, while it still can help you figure out who's going to win this election, go to Kamala8reasons.com. That's Kamala8reasons.com. And I'll tell you what you need to know, Johnson. It's a free download. Don't cost you a dime. And then if you want to figure out after whoever wins the election, what can they do even if Congress don't want to work with them, go to presidentialimpact.com and get my other free ebook. Yeah, somebody say, Tim Black, all you do is talk. What have you done? I don't know more than you. But besides that, I wrote 2 free ebooks, so you can have one. You can have 2. Or you could also entertain yourself and watch 5,000 free videos I have on this channel. 5,000 free videos on this channel. I would say that's doing something, but I guess it's not enough for you. Hit the like button as we go into this. This was going to get good. Folks, it's time to recognize.
Worried about right now.
Well, look, the watchword of the day is humility here. When you have polls that are this close, and I'm sitting next to one of the great pollsters, and I think she would tell you, when you have polls this close, you're not sure of anything. And it really matters who shows up because these polls are not precise. So what I'm worried about is you're counting on some women who are independent Republican women to come out and vote for Harris. Is that going to materialize? Is the gender gap?
Okay, guys, let me put this, make this a little simpler for you. Obviously, the Democratic Party is worried. David Axelrod is an Obama guy. He worked with Obama. I think he led the campaign, if I'm not mistaken. And this guy is worried. He ain't worried about Trump losing. He supports Kamala. He supports the Democrat. He don't care who the Democrat is. That Democrat could have the brand of this pen without a top on it. He would still vote for this pen without a top over a living, breathing human being if that living, breathing human being was a Republican. That's how dedicated Axelrod is to the Democratic Party. And he's worried because he's not stupid. And unlike some Democrats, he's not willing to ruin his reputation by lying to people saying it looks good when it don't. Because, see, he might want to make some money next election cycle. He might not be done doing his job or being hired as a consultant. And if he goes out of here and lies and acts as if Kamala Harris is doing so well and things look good for her, maybe next time nobody will want to hire his ass. So Axelrod has to keep it clean. He has to keep it real and tell you he's worried. He's worried because their whole thing banks on women wanting Kamala Harris. And don't get me wrong, a lot of women do want her because they think she's going to save abortion rights. I don't know how she's going to do that. But that's what she's saying. Somebody should have told him that. It probably wouldn't have been overturned if it would have been ratified by Obama when he had the chance. But hey, you ain't hearing from me. Tell him the truth, Axelrod. Tell him how afraid you are, Axelrod, that Kamala is going to get her butt whooped by numbers.
And then Republican women to come out and vote for Harris. Is that going to materialize? Is the gender gap going to be what you need it to be? Are minority voters going to come out in the numbers of African-American voters in particular? And
let me finish that for you, Al. Axel, let me tell you, let me help you out here. Axel, no. Nope. A lot of black people are staying home. A lot of black people are choosing the couch. They're tired of the nonsense, Axelrod. They've been looking at the Democratic Party. They're seeing what the Democratic Party is about, and they're saying, yeah, I'm fed up. And unlike some black people in the past who have put up with the nonsense, we got people calling BS. They're calling it out for what it is. They're standing on it, and they're not going to back down, Axelrod. So to answer your question, the answer is no. The blacks will not be saving America this time out. And I'm not even sure if we could call it saving America. You know, we got this thing going around that They mean blacks been saved. No, we've been hurting ourselves by performing over-indexing for a party that takes us for granted and doesn't do the will of our people. Yeah. We've been doing a quid pro quo without the quid pro. Oh, no. We've been doing for them, but they ain't been doing for us. We do for you, but you don't do for us. So I don't think you can say that. I'm tired of this notion that black people have been saving the country. We need black people to save the country. Now, that's something corny people say that are paid by the Democratic Party. We weren't saving the country. We were helping people keep their jobs in the Democratic Party who needed that to happen for them. That didn't save you anything. In fact, it cost you a lot. It cost you $20 for wings, $40 for oxtails, and $50 for gas. Sometimes $60, $70 worth of gas to fill up your damn tank. That's what it cost you. That's what it was. And that ain't audience capture. That's wallet capture. That's bill capture. That's mortgage capture. Rent capture. The rent's too damn high, and the respect level's too damn low. So no, Axel, I know I went the long way around, but let me just reiterate to you. The blacks will not save you. Because that's all we've been doing is saving people like you. Them days over. Time to save ourselves.
Are you going to get the margins that you want there? So there are a lot of open questions, and they're obviously working it hard right now. There are feet on the street, and they're doing the kind of work that you do in a race like this. But this race is filled.
You mean cheat? It's kind of doing the work that they do at a time like this. Like what? Like what? What you do? Come on, Axel. I don't trust the Democratic Party as far as I can throw them. I don't, because I know the Democratic Party will do anything to try to retain power. This has been an uphill battle for Kamala Harris from the beginning, folks. Once again, I'm upset for a lot of reasons. One of them is I feel like they're playing with the emotions of so many people here. That's the name of the game of politics, and I understand that, but what I'm saying is they're deliberately going after the heartstrings of black women, trying to play up Kamala Harris, man, when she is not. If you are emotionally invested in this woman, I'm going to feel sorry for you. Because you just didn't go in there with your eyes open. And they made sure that that's their intention, that you not open your eyes. But this is a bad play all the way around. All right, guys. Let's get into it. So, man, Tim Black, I know people are saying it. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. I want to play a series of videos that kind of look at this election from different points of view. And at the end of it all, we want to figure out who's going to win this election. Some of you already know how I feel on this, but I may surprise you. You never know, right? Hit the like button if you like the content so far, Johnson. This show is brought to you by you. Let's get to 700 likes. If we can do that, Buck, that'd be great. Buck will be anywhere near the 700. I don't know where we at. But let's get the numbers up a little bit, guys. Check this out. I got a series of videos I want us to rock with. We're going to stop them at some point. But I want you to take a look at what's going on. And we're going to try to put our heads together and figure out what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay? Based on what we're hearing.
In Africa. And speaking to people.
Now, I love this video because this video is a perfect example of how I feel Puerto Ricans are going to feel. Now, this brother's in Africa, but he's going to tell you how Africans see America. Sometimes it's good to see how Africa sees America. And for the Puerto Ricans that may have been upset about the comments that the comedian made, I don't see how they could see it much different than the Africans. And I also see how a lot of my Latino brothers who are here in the United States, in the mainland U.S., how they feel. Okay? So This is a very good video to get a better understanding of what I think is happening with people across the globe when it comes to our presidential election. And it's something that I'm surprised they even let this air on CNN, wherever this is.
Whoever sits in the White House has an impact even here in Africa. And speaking to people even while I've been here on the street, a lot of them tell me they like Donald Trump. They like that he speaks his mind. They're aware of his more controversial comments, reportedly having called some African nations countries, but they like that they know where they stand with him. And for many religious Africans as well, they're attracted to his opposition to abortion, to LGBT rights. Many Africans also know that Kamala Harris has Jamaican heritage, therefore her roots trace back to Africa. But they even know that she's been traveling in Africa as VP to Ghana, to Zambia, and to Tanzania. But there's just a certain attraction to Donald Trump, the myth of the successful businessman, and that is just another reason why they're more attracted to the candidacy of Donald Trump, and they think he'll be a better president for Africa.
Wow. Look at Wolf Blitzer. His face is like, oh my God. I didn't know we aired that. I knew he was going to say some stuff. I didn't know he was going to say that. Do I still have a job?
Larry Madowo, thank you very much.
I don't know. So let's unpack what he just said here. He said amazing a lot. He said a lot, right? All right. It didn't matter that Kamala Harris could have some African derivatives. Doesn't matter. They also weren't offended so much by Trump's statements. Yeah, he said there's some SO countries. They were like, some of our countries are sucky. It's good to know where we stand. Yeah. What? You don't like somebody that flower you with nice language and then talk shit behind your back? What? Yes, we want you to be honest. Be real. We prefer realness. Coffee? Yeah, see, not everybody goes for the BS of the elitist. See, the elitists will tell you that they like you when they don't like you. They'll pretend like you are their favorite little puppet dog just to take advantage of you in the end. And that's one of the things I despise about the Democratic Party. And like some of the people here in America, I think the Africans got it right when they say, they're not so concerned about that. It's like, are you going to be a good leader? Are you going to put out... It's crazy to say that you have to argue with people about putting America first. It's crazy. Folks, there are people in America who are upset. Well, I should say, they are so brainwashed that they get themselves upset because they think they're supposed to be upset at a term like America first. Let me get this right. You live in America and you want the politicians in America not to put America first? Ooh. That's a dumbass response, people. I'll take it from here, Johnson. That don't make no damn sense. Are you that brainwashed by the progressives or by the liberals or whatever that you would actually think it's good for your leaders of your country not to put your country first when it comes to decision making? I'm not saying you got to go out and pillage other countries, destroy other countries. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. In fact, I oppose that. I am so opposed to that. I'm opposed to colonizing. I'm opposed to all that shit. But I think only people that are doing very well in this country, people that come from very well-to-do families, can even part their mouths to say garbage like, I don't like America putting America first. Sweden is not for putting Germany before Sweden. I don't think it is. I don't think Israel's putting Gambia in front of Israel. You know, I don't think any other country puts any other country in front of itself. Why would you want America to do that? And if you think America should do that, maybe you shouldn't be in America. Or maybe you are doing so well off, living off your parents' money, or defiantly being rebellious, pretending not to live off of it, just at the end of the day, knowing when they pass away, you're going to get it anyway. See, some of you are fake and phony, and I got your number in your card. I see through you. Some of them, I know you. Yeah, I know you, Mr. Rebellious. Mrs. Can't nobody tell you shit. Didn't like something that your parents said 30 years ago. So you think you're doing something because you won't even use their money, but you know in the back of your head, at some point, you're going to get it anyway. See, you are not the type of person who I need to listen to when it comes to politics, because we don't live in the same universe. In your universe, you're about to inherit money. In my universe, it's all about what me and Mrs. Black can put together. And that will be the inheritance for our children. You don't have that issue. See, that's... So when I listen to this tape of the African brother talking about how Africans feel, I can't help but think that's how most people would feel, who don't have a pole suck up their butts. Yeah, who aren't walking around brainwashed with nonsense, pretending they're being, I don't know, more progressive or more thoughtful. Now, man, America does bad things. We should stop that. We should put an end to that. We should condemn that. But I don't think the way we fix that is for marginalized groups like myself or people who have come from those types of backgrounds to get even less, for you to be goody two-shoes, Mr. Good Doer, Mrs. Good Doer, for somebody from another country. Hey, Black people are 40% of the homeless population right here in America. I know you think we need to do well by letting everyone in here. How about we start by getting that 40% of Black people off the streets? Oh, not an issue you care to discuss, is it? Let me guess. Yeah, man. This is where we are, folks. This is where we are.
Most worried about right now.
Well, look, the watchword of the day is humility here. When you have the numbers like this, but
the Puerto Rican.
Now, when I first saw this clip, this is Fat Joe, guys. When I first saw this clip, I was disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I'm going to roast the shit out of Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to roast. I can't wait to roast him. Then I got to thinking, you know what? Joe's not Tim Black. Nah, Joe's not me. Joe's not Black in America. And if you are him, maybe you do feel this way. Maybe you do feel this way about the Democratic Party. Understand what I'm saying? Listen to the way Joe talks about what the Democrats have done for his people.
this race is filled with uncertainty today.
What is...
Soy boricua, pa' que tú lo sepa. Yo soy boricua, pa' que tú lo sepa. They said they needed a Puerto Rican in Allentown. And boy, I was more than honored to come out here and talk to my people. You know, Miss Kamala Harris, the next president of the United States of America. She's been a great friend to us. She's been a great leader.
Yes, she has. She's been a great friend to him. His people. See, I had to like wrap my head around, like, hold on a second. Just because Joe raps, Joe's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican. He ain't Black. Yeah, he thinks he can use our language, our lingo, our music, and all that shit. Our culture, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, he really is a Puerto Rican dude. He just said, my people. I came out here to talk to my people. They wanted a Puerto Rican. I came to talk to my people. Don't change my words up. That's what he said. He didn't say, I came here to talk to all of America. He didn't say, I came to talk to America, and I'm here for, I'm a speaker for all of America. He said, they wanted a Puerto Rican. and now Puerto Rican is speaking. That's what he said, bro. Okay? All right, so if we step back from this, and we think about the policies of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, when it comes to immigration, from a Puerto Rican or from a Latino perspective, things look different, don't they? Yeah, if it harms poor black or working class black folks, but it helped some people, right? I think it helped people in Joe's earning class. I think it helps people like Joe, who has a lot of money, who can hire people, pay them less. You would have to pay Americans, right? I mean, it's always good for the big corporations. Joe is rich. I don't know how rich, but Joe is rich, okay? So he's a 1%er at this point. He's a multimillionaire. Joe Crack is a multimillionaire, okay? Let's be clear about that. So he benefits from a financial standpoint for this, but he also benefits from a cultural standpoint. So from that perspective, yeah. In fact, I'm not paying attention. I am misguided if I overlook that Joe's politics and the reasons for why he might support Kamala Harris can be totally different than mine. And this is the type of thing I think more of us need to be aware of when it comes to politics. Everybody doesn't have your vantage point. And this is why when some people are saying, hey, you need to not put us together as a coalition, not just because we be one and we only care about black people. No. It's that we have a distinct challenge in our community and historically what we're dealing with in the United States. And this is why when I've said before that to a certain degree, working class, poor white people, we have more in common with them because of us being in the country for so long. And I know there's some people who came here, 100 years ago, but I'm saying for the most part, when did the integration really start? Immigration really start? Like, what was it, 1960 something? When they wrote that bill, the Immigration Act? I think it was 65 or 64, something like that. Or was it 70? I don't know. Someone correct me in the comment section. But the point is, we have different goals, we have different realities and different histories. So when people say, hey, we don't have no joint coalition, we in this alone, black first, this is where we are, this is where we sit. This is the type of thing they are considering. This is what they're talking about. This is not about disliking other groups of people. This is not some elitism. This is a hard code, hard, ice cubes, ice bath, ice water bath, wake-up call to you. Joe is not selling out. Yeah, Joe is not selling out by supporting Kamala Harris. Your poor ass is. Well, if you black, you understand what I'm saying? Because he wants those things. He wants cheaper labor. He wants to be able to hire people and pay them less. He wants those things as a businessman, and culturally, he wants to see Latino Americans be the dominant minority in America, the majority minority, and continue to grow. He wants that. He's there speaking as a Puerto Rican to a Puerto Rican group of people about Puerto Rican issues. We are listening and learning from what he's saying about this to his own people. And I'm trying to put you up on game. If you don't understand what I'm coming from, lean back and listen.
And I believe in her wholeheartedly. That's why I call her my friend. This message is going to be short but sweet, and it's about pride. To my Latinos, not just to Puerto Ricans, to my Mexican brothers and sisters. The day I seen Donald Trump come down that escalator and call them Mexicans drug dealers and rapists, he obviously didn't know the Mexican Americans that I know.
Hold on a second. For some reason, a guy who raps about being around a bunch of killers and drug dealers for 30 years probably is not the guy that should be able to say that. Or is it only the blacks were the ones who were the drug dealers and the killers? Is that what you're saying? Because you've been rapping about that for almost 30 years. You didn't have any Mexican in your raps? You were just talking about the blacks, huh? Just seems weird. That's all I'm saying, guys. I don't think I'm not understanding what he's talking about. He's saying that there's no. All right, let's keep going. Somebody gets what I'm saying. Basically, he's been a bogus mofo this entire time. I guess.
If that wasn't enough, we had Hurricane Maria, where people were walking in water up to waist deep. Families were fighting. I went to Puerto Rico. They had no water. They had no supplies. I went out there to see my family. The man went over there and threw tissue at the people of Puerto Rico. Now, I started this with telling you, where's the orgullo? Where's the pride? Where's your pride if you're still out there talking about you might be voting for somebody or you're not decided? Where's your pride as a Latino?
Word, Philadelphia.
Hey, you hear Joe talking smack? I don't know, man. A lot of people that live in America don't care about other people. I don't know if he's right or wrong about that, but I could say, I don't know. Bush, he didn't even throw paper towels at us. Katrina. Just remember somebody named Brownie who didn't do their job, and he was like, oh, Brownie. Oh, Brownie. You blame Brownie for everything that went wrong. Oh, Brownie. I don't know. But see, I think that there's going to be a problem for the Democratic Party, even though Joe's making strong points about how horrible Trump is and how he threw paper towels. I did see those videos, but I know if I saw a video of him throwing paper towels, there was more to the story. Because at the time, I wasn't looking into how much they lie about Trump at the time. But I'm pretty sure if I dig through that, they would have taken that out of context. I'm sure of it, because that's what they do. So I pretty much can assume that anything that I hear the liberal media tell me about Donald Trump, before I could ever believe it, I'd have to look it up myself, because corporate media go corporate media when it comes to Trump. You can bet your bottom dollar that. You may not be able to bet a lot of things. You may not be a betting person. And I'm going to tell you, I would not encourage betting either, because I see a lot of people lose their shirt. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I think your money will be very safe in any story that you hear about Trump from CNN, or MSNBC, or ABC, or CBS. You should take it with a grain of salt and take a look it up for yourself, because there's always going to be more to it. And I got a feeling, Fat Joseph, I got a feeling he watched CNN or MSNBC. I'm just guessing. All right, Van Jones is going to tell us that he is worried. Why is Van Jones worried, man? He's got $100 million. $100 million. So he ain't really worried. So anything that comes out of the mouth of Van Jones is, you got to take it with a box of salt. You know what I'm saying? Because Van Jones is really not worried about anything. Now, I'm worried. Van Jones is not.
Is where we've got to run up a big margin. But Philly overall has been trending down, not in terms of going toward the Republicans, just people not getting out to vote. And so you got people out there like Pastor Carl Day, who's got a bunch of young men with him knocking on doors trying to get people to come out. It's a bigger, tougher fight in Philly to get that vote count up than it has been in the past. That has me worried. The other thing that has me worried is that the Jewish vote in the suburban areas, Biden won the Jewish vote by 70%, 70-30 last time. Some polls show Kamala at 50-50. That is 70,000 votes we've bled away. That is the margin for victory. So you got groups like Zioness, Amanda Berman out there fighting to get the Jewish vote back on board. This is a tough
Trump campaign doing ads
and
to
the
try
Trump
to
campaign pushing the other direction. So this is it is door to door, bruised knuckles, tired legs, a lot of coffee, and I'm nervous and worried, and I'm not going to be anyway until this thing gets called.
Okay, is there anything that is making you happy about Pennsylvania?
No, there's nothing making me happy about Pennsylvania. You got David Urban out there causing us trouble in the rural parts of the state. Get David Urban on this show and keep him here all day, and then I'll feel better.
Just don't let him leave.
I don't want him out there.
Same question to you. Is anything making you happy about Pennsylvania? Is everything making you nervous?
I just have to say, if only there's something that Kamala Harris could have done early in this campaign to help with the Jewish voters of Pennsylvania. Could it have been that the governor of Pennsylvania is a Jewish American who would have been, and a very popular one?
Just because if she'd been Josh Barrett doesn't mean every Jew is going to be voting for her.
I mean, it might have meant a whole bunch of Pennsylvanians voted for her. This could go down as the biggest.
Moving on.
I'm just saying. Anyway, I understand.
Yeah, man, Pennsylvania doesn't look good for the Democrats. Doesn't look good for the Democrats. I heard talk about this before. In fact, I saw a segment, I know it was anecdotal, where Don Lemon was in Pennsylvania. He was talking to a guy who has a sign business, and I covered it last night. And the guy was saying how when he goes about his business, traveling along the state of Pennsylvania, that he has not seen much support for the Kamala Harris or Walz ticket. Now, when I brought this up before about Ben Shapiro, Josh Shapiro, it's Josh, right? Who's Shapiro? Shapiro, right? The governor of Pennsylvania, Shapiro. Okay, so someone said Tim he used to be a soldier in the Israeli defense soldier, whatever, in Yale. And I'm like, okay. And that would have been good for Kamala to get him. Yeah, but she's already lost the guys to vote anyway. And you know what I'm saying? Like she's already. I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying I'd vote for her, because I won't. There was absolutely nothing Kamala could do that would make me want to vote for her. I don't vote for prosecutors on just standing on who I am as a advocate. Okay, so I'm off the board. I'm off the board with Kamala. And I'm not saying that so you can say, oh, you would support somebody who was with. No. What I'm saying is, Kamala, this way, she shuns the governor of Pennsylvania, who could have helped her. And we all know Kamala's just a political animal anyway. She does things for votes. That's how I see her. She's a chameleon for a reason. That's the whole basis of some of the stories about Kamala Harris, or some of the opinions about her, are that she's just so much of a shapeshifter. The way the wind blows is the way she goes. So Pennsylvania is looking further out of reach. And some say if she loses Pennsylvania, Trump becomes president. That's what I heard. Now, I'm not exactly sure why they come to that conclusion. But I'm sure that it's rooted in something. It's something to consider. It is a swing state. I don't know why if it carries that much weight. I don't know what other states Trump is looking good in, but I know he's looking good in Pennsylvania. So that's just a point I wanted to bring up, and I thought it was relevant. So, yeah. I think Van Jones, as much as I want to say the guy is not worried about anything, he's got to pretend to be worried, and he's pretending like he's worried about Pennsylvania going red. So, again, Van Jones may be many things, But a bad actor is not one of them. I mean, he is a bad actor sometimes, but he's a good actor when it comes to acting. You know, crying, complaining, pretending to care, pretending to be sincere. I mean, the guy got $100 million from talking like he cared about America. Come on, man. Also working on the First Step Act, probably. That probably also helped him. Cut 50. Anyway, the point is this, guys. Tomorrow's the election day, and people are still wondering, like, who's going to win this? Who's going to win? And I'm telling you guys, let's go. I don't know why you guys are acting like this is suspenseful, unless you're brand new to the channel. I've said this before, and I will continue to say it. This is not a toss-up. This ain't even close. I believe that Kamala Harris was set up to be the fall guy from the beginning. Just so happens she is so dislikable, I don't care if she falls. But I never thought she had a real shot to begin with. She had 3 months, and still taking those long odds was the only opportunity she will ever have to run for president. Man, if it wasn't for these unusual set of events, Kamala Harris is not running. She's not the nominee of the Democratic Party. You understand what I'm saying? It just won't happen. She would have never beaten Gretchen Whitmer, Shapiro, so many other people that are out there. She would have never made it out of the primary. You understand what I'm saying? She would have fell out much earlier. I just don't think Kamala Harris is a strong candidate. Then if you look at the complex nature, the compressed election of only having 3 months, she'd have had a chance to even get better. See, Dr. Cornel West came on this show 17 months ago when he started. That's almost 2 years. She could have got better in 2 years. Instead, she comes in 3 months out and she doesn't even do interviews because there's no time to get better. Get what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why I'm upset about the way this is going to, make black women feel bad. And I know I may not show it, if you're judging me based on the way I treat Kamala Harris or the way my opinion toward Kamala Harris, which you should not, because I go hard on a lot of people. It's not indicative of how I feel about black women in general. In fact, I'm concerned. I am concerned that there are black women who are going to take this personal when this L comes for them. But remember, black woman, it ain't for you, it's for her. She is one person. She is one person, one unprepared, word salad person. That's all she is. And whatever happens, and I believe it will be a loss, when she loses, you will have not lost anything. Unless you gave to her campaign. But you will have not lost a damn thing. Kamala Harris is not carrying you on her back. So don't carry her on yours. Okay? She ain't breaking no glass ceiling for you. I feel like anything that Kamala Harris has done, she did for Kamala Harris. She wasn't hanging out with Willie because he had a great personality. And Biden didn't put her on a ticket because he liked her. He put her on a ticket to try to keep the black vote. So it was all strategic. It was all a means to an end. And now that end has finally met, and now it's about to be over. It doesn't mean that Donald Trump is a savior. I'm not buying that type of stuff either. But I'm saying, compared to those two, I know there are people that disagree with me. I disagree with you too. Donald Trump, in my opinion, is the better option between the two. For anybody that's new to the show, it's real simple. Kamala Harris is more dangerous because she's a warmongering crazy person. Anybody that would say that Liz Cheney is their friend is a moron or a baby killer. Because Liz Cheney is a warmongering baby killer supporter whose father is a actual warmonger baby killer. Anybody but go around like, oh, look at me. I'm friends with Charles Manson. Charles Manson just endorsed me. I mean, remember, Donald Trump is the one who left the party because David Duke had joined it. That was back in the 80s. I forget the name of the party, but it was an upstart party. But anyway, it is what it is. Kamala Harris is 60 years old, and goofies like Cardi B are saying, we should elect her for 2 terms. She ain't been elected to 1 term yet anywhere. I mean, except senator. I mean, an attorney general. But you know what I'm saying, on the federal level, she hasn't been elected anywhere. You don't get elected to vice president, and you did not get elected to win the primary. So, but in these minds of some of these people, they're thinking that Kamala Harris could do 2 terms. They're not looking at her objectively. They're looking at her skin tone. And that's plain stupid. And for those reasons, and so many more reasons, from a horrible record with the prisons in California and all the great work she did there, and I can't say I'm sorry that she's going to lose. I'm going to say I'm glad she's going to lose. She deserves to lose. And I will not only be happy about it, I will applaud it. I will consider America lucky to duck the bullet, which is Kamala Harris. Maybe we will have gotten off just like Trump, with a little scratch on the ear. And maybe that gives us just a little bit more time, to get our shit together so we don't be in this position 4 years from now. I see Kamala Harris as the greater evil, not the greater good. And it'd be good to avoid the evil that is Kamala Harris. And to those people that say, hey, man, you're wrong, man, this is my opinion. And I'm not changing it for you. I didn't change it to get supporters. I didn't change it to get you to watch the channel. I'm not changing it to keep anybody. There will be people wherever they want to be, and this is an issue, and that's how politics is. And I'm putting it out there. Anybody who watches this show also knows Dr. Cornel West has been on this show about 15 times. So there's no question about who I'll be voting for tomorrow. It will be Dr. Cornel West. Hey, how you doing, Doc? But anyway, just be very clear, man. Do not take the L personally. And I believe that L is coming. Now, we'll be covering it tomorrow. We'll be looking at the results. We'll be covering on this channel. We'll have a lot of conversation about it, whether we'll be happy or sad. At the end of the day, we still got to deal with whatever happens. It don't change our fight. It does not change what we got to deal with in this country to survive. And whether it's Trump or Kamala, please don't let it be Kamala. Rent is still due. The rent's still due. Kids still got to eat. There you go. And the gas tank don't run on joy. It runs on money. So until it doesn't, that's going to be our main focus over here. See, I'm not one of those black people that gets high off of this talk of equality. I'm interested in money and economics because I can't pass down joy. I can't pass down good feelings. I can't pass down, we feel like we never did a friendly democracy. Everybody love each other. Everybody ain't never loved everyone has never loved everyone in this country. That ain't the way America's ever worked, ever. And it never will. The best you can hope for is to live indoors and to die on a mattress in your own bedroom in your house. Now, you can think that's a humble thing. That's a small thing to wish for. But a lot of us won't be that lucky. All right. My name is Tim Black, Real Tim Black on Facebook and Twitter. I'm also on TikTok as Tim Black Show, and also Instagram as Tim Black Show. Let's go to the comments section as you hit the like button, hopefully. You might not like what I said, but it's honest. It's true. It's what I believe, Johnson. Kamala Harris is liable to take us to World War III. And I'm hoping we can dodge that bullet. Because that crazy shit she be talking, right up there with Hillary Clinton. We don't need that. We need to get along with other countries that have nuclear bombs. Let's go to comments. Anybody had anything to say, Johnson? I don't know. Donald Moore once again hit the button for me. Thanks, Don. I appreciate you, brother. Time for the revelator. We're not eating greens in a tub, unlike Kamala. Nasty, just like she is. Greens in the tub, man. Wraith 636. What's up, Wraith? How you doing, fam? My brother. Thank you, bro. Kirk, tighten that Tim. You've been doing good with the language. We appreciate your candor, but you know YouTube will hit you with that yellow dollar sign chipping in just in case. What'd I say, man? What'd I say, Kirk? I don't want to hear anything you have to say about 45 calling people drug dealers when your name is Joy Crack. Get out of here. My brother. I said something bad, man. I hit that. I said, okay. Black Mamba, what's up, Black Mamba? Tony B, what's up, man? Say my name. Tony B, what's up, man? What's going on? I don't know what I said, man. Hope they ain't get me, bro. I hope they ain't get me. I don't know what I said that was wrong, but I believe you, though. Yeah. Well, Johnson, what can we say, man? Look, it's an election time, man. I know people the fury is real. People are upset. I get it. Let's calm down. You know what I'm saying? Let's recognize that the sun will come up tomorrow and the next day. And I can't wait to cover this tomorrow. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, I can't wait to cover this tomorrow. It's going to be a big deal, Johnson. Yeah, man. I'm going to keep to myself what I'm feeling until tomorrow when I know I can like kind of strut a little bit. But I still believe I'm 95% sure. I'm 95% sure that Donald Trump takes this. That's how I see it. And unlike they've been lying to Trump supporters via corporate media. They've been lying to their own people, getting them to donate money and pretending that there wasn't an uphill battle that there was. Like the reality is, you are the incumbent. It's almost impossible. They try to pull off the impossible. They try to make voters believe that the person who's the vice president of the current administration is the change candidate. And that to me is just crazy. Like that takes superior heavy lifting for anybody. That is a magic trick. If you can pull that off, you are a magician, Johnson. That's like saying, hey, Tim, let me take your car for a car wash. And they bring it back to me and they're like, we washed the car, but we decided just to give you a brand new car. I'm like, nah, that's the same car. It still got the same mileage on it. The tires are the same. What'd you do? Put an air freshener in it. We put an air freshener in it and we washed it. It's the same car though, bro. No, it's not. It's new. That's what they did with Kamala Harris. And some would question if they even put a new air freshener inside. That is, like, I don't understand. Yeah, that's a hard sell, Johnson. That's a hard sell. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I'm out of here. I can't pretend like it's okay because it's not okay. And the fact that she even kept it close, if she's kept it close, I don't even know. Man, the way they lie, Johnson, the way they make up things, I don't even know if she kept it close. Man, but I don't even know if they kept it close. It could be further, it could be a football's distance away from each other, from all I know, based on the way they lie in the news. Like the news, I think we just call it the odes, or the lies, or that's what they had said. Because I don't think you can trust the news, man. I just really don't. Now when it comes to elections, when it comes to anything they want you to, anything where they have a stake in, the way you feel about it. I'm just saying, man, if it comes to their money, if it comes from a corporate sponsor of their paper or of their organization, if it comes to any government entity that they want to protect, if it comes to a party that they support, man, they're liable to tell you anything. Yeah, they'll tell you it's almost summertime if they could get away with it. If you couldn't walk outside and know it's November, if you couldn't walk outside and know it's November, they would tell you it was springtime if it benefited them. And they would have people that lied about it too. I mean, I think some people underestimate the amount of lying that they're willing to do. Joe Rogan just endorsed Trump as well. Elon Musk says the Democrats want to shut down Twitter X because they don't like the fact they can't control it. It is what it is. Crazy. Lord, this is Trump's election to win. However, California ballot farms pose a great challenge. Thank you, Lord Love Smith, man. I appreciate you, fam. I believe that too. I do. I believe it. Yeah, it's still his to lose. I believe that. And I believe, I'm not saying there won't be some diversity. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout to what extent. But I just believe that it was an uphill battle to begin with for Kamala Harris, man. You know? And I think you understand that, Lord. Yeah. It just bothers me, man, that they would play with people's emotions to this extent, but I guess they had no choice. How else could they get all those people to donate? You know? And they had to put up a good showing, or they would end up losing their base, which is black women. So the black vote, particularly the black male vote, is eroding, but quiet as is kept, they lost some black women support as well. Some black women support is lost. And if they did not go all the way out for Kamala Harris, to those black women who see Kamala Harris as somehow an extension of themselves, they would have been in a big time trouble with their constituency. So I see what they did. I see why, but it's at the expense of the mental health of a lot of people. And that's what bothers me, man. All right, guys, remember, go to patreon.com, Tim's Take Live, to become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack or the Tim Black VIP Club. Guys, we got so much coming up. It's going to be amazing. I'm souped up, man. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go. I'm excited about what's about to happen. I really am. So be a part of it. That's all I'm saying. Be a part of it this year. All right, guys, hit the like button, please. If you subscribe, and I know you do, hit the subscribe button and cut on all your notifications. Get all the notifications, guys. I appreciate you. I see you tomorrow, same time. And maybe by then, we might even know who the next president is. It's crazy, right? Peace. Hey, thank you, Buck. I appreciate you, Buck. What time is it, Buck? 11:40? Did pretty good. Yeah. Now I'd like to know where my ladies are at. See, I got ladies in my life. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them's not on this video. But these are the 3 ladies in my life.